Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning, welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody has had a good day. Please know that my readings are timeless. Okay, that means whenever you get to this message, there's going to be something in here for you. Okay, so you guys just need to be able to use your best discernment to pick through what part of the message is going to be for you and what part is going to be for somebody else. Okay. All right, so before we get started, I just want to let you know about this book. It's called The Truth of God. This book is an amazing book, okay? It's going to help you guys develop your spiritual journey, connect with your God self, and raise into your higher consciousness, okay? So know that if you're on the spiritual fast track, this book will elevate you. It broke me out of the psychic realm and put me in a position to where I can have my own connection with God. Some of the techniques in it are, well, there's so many techniques in here, seriously. But the ones that are really, really important are the joy versus anger technique, which allows you to develop a yes and no answering system from spirit source, okay, your soul, so that you can get immediate answers and ask questions and guide yourself through life. The second one is the God technique, and the God technique raises you out of your ego and into your God self so that you can look out through the eyes of source. The other one is the mind technique. The mind technique allows you to locate harmful beliefs. No beliefs are necessary for you to live your life in peace. The sun's going to come up tomorrow, whether you believe it or not. But yeah, being able to get rid of thoughts and beliefs so that you don't keep pulling in the same situation over and over again is really, really important. And then the 1 to 10 method is one that I use. It's like, it's talking about a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, so the link to that book is in the description box below. It's called The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living, okay? And it's by Michael STEADMAN. And then the second book is the book that I wrote, and it's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. And it helps you read your own tarot cards if you're interested in learning to do that. This book all you need to start is have the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is like $6 or $7 online. I think you could probably get it maybe on Temu for even cheaper. But yeah, this book has different tarot card spreads and manifestation techniques, we can call them spells, that will help you integrate the archetype energy and learn about yourself. So for example, the High Priestess, if we look at the High Priestess, I've for everything that is on the major arcana cards, because those are the major transitions in your life, there's going to be a card position. So you'll shuffle the cards, you'll pull them, and then, I have like a general description for the High Priestess, and then I've created positions. The Lunar Crown of Alchemy. And the High Priestess card, she is wearing a crown. I don't know if I want to actually look for the card, but yeah, she is wearing a crown on top of her head. And so there is a card position for that. So you will pull a card, and it says, above the head of the High Priestess is the Lunar Crown of Alchemy. The card pulled for this position will give insight into the unconscious mind, the power of the lunar cycles, night side magic, which is like nighttime magic, psychic intuition, prophetic messages, and dreams. You will gain insight into how aligned you are with the lunar energies, magics, enchantments, lunar spell work, and with different cycles of the moon. In the card for this position, if you were to pull the Moon Tarot card, that would be a very big double confirmation. Also, if the card that you pull for this position is a yes card, because each card has a yes and no answer in them, or some of them are maybe, then you can be assured that you are in alignment with the lunar cycle of the moon. And so that's just one card position, but this is how it basically guides you so that you can understand more about yourself spiritually. And let's see. Ooh, position 7, the Harvest Temple. This position will show you information related to your ability to harvest. If you are faithful with what you sow, you will grow a large harvest to sustain your life. If you pull the Wheel of Fortune card for this position, and if you pull a yes card for this position, you will know that it is a double confirmation that your harvest will turn out well. And then the tarot card spell for this one, you just need a pen and a piece of paper, some Page and Palo Santo, or holy water, whatever you feel, but don't put water on the cards. But, you can use that in your environment. A lighter and a bowl of water. To begin, you will just need to find a place where you will not be disturbed for at least 30 minutes. You will be writing a letter to your higher self, higher high priestess self. So make sure that you choose a room with a writing desk or some type of flat surface that you can write on. You'll need to cleanse your tarot card with sage and Palo Santo and bless the area with holy water if you have it. Once you have cleansed the High Priestess card, you will then activate it by tapping it 3 times on the brow of your forehead, aka the third eye. This connects you to the energies of the High Priestess. Hold the High Priestess card to your forehead and recite the following sentence out loud. I invite my higher self, High Priestess self, forward into my consciousness and awareness now. Repeat the sentence for as long as you feel that you need to until you feel a change in your energy. Now hold the High Priestess card to your thymus gland, which is your high heart chakra. It's right there. And charge the card with the energies of your higher self. The high heart chakra is located above the heart chakra and below the throat chakra. Now take the pen and paper. You will begin to write your high priestess self to ask for enlightenment and the knowledge that you seek. Make sure that you are very appreciative and grateful in the letter that you write. Be very specific about obtaining the secret knowledge to your inner Torah. Make sure that you ask for what you want and need. You can be very brief in your letter or very long in your letter. It just depends on you. Make sure that the signs and wonders that you need to see are shown to you. Your inner guidance and intuition may take over at this point. When you have finished the letter, sign it with your name and your birth date at the bottom. It should look like this. Ashley Peterson, this is just an example of somebody's name, March 11th, 2000. Now fold the letter towards yourself 4 times. Place the folded up letter on top of the face up High Priestess card that you have just programmed. Once you feel that a connection is made, you may burn the letter and spread the ashes to the wind, with the wind blowing away from you so that you carry your message to the universe. Make sure that you have a lighter and bowl of water when burning things in or around your home. When you have finished with this, take some time to meditate on the High Priestess aspect of your higher self. Hold the card in your hands while you meditate. When you have finished the meditation, be sure to take down any notes of importance. Then cleanse the High Priestess tarot card and place it back into the deck. It will be important to pay attention to your dreams, so make sure that you're writing in your dream journal after doing this spell. You can enhance the effects of the spell by dedicating small amounts of time to your daily meditation focused on the High Priestess higher self. So anyways, get this book, you guys. If you want to learn how to read your own cards and you want to start putting positive energy into the universe and asking for what you need, it is a great investment. All right. The links to that are in the description box below. Okay. So we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. Welcome in, Amanda 9329 and Fashionista. We're asking that the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters, the saints, our archangels and our guardian angels and our spirit guides and our ancestors put a protective cloak and shield around us, keeping us safe from any negative interference or influence. And we just want to say thank you, God, for everything that you've given us. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, soul. Thank you, source. Thank you, divine realm. All honor, glory, and worship and praise goes to you, Most High, highest self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you. And amen. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. That means if I talk about anything in the realm of health, that you'll follow up with a doctor, because I'm not a doctor or a counselor or a lawyer. So if there's anything in those realms that gets channeled through me, that would be of good advice to you. Just make sure you follow up with a professional in the field of that advice before you apply the advice to your life. And of course, use your discernment and your intuition. I'm reading the collective energy, which means I'm reading whatever spirit has, basically, for everybody. So I will suggest that you guys watch every reading just at your leisure on both platforms. I have another platform that's called ASTRAEA Love. And so, yeah, watch all of the readings on both platforms. If you guys have personal questions on my other platform, you can send me a $20 super chat and I will answer your question. And I think that there's Cash App in the description box below. And so, yeah, Cash App and probably a PayPal link. I don't know if the PayPal link is working though. So if you do want to ask a question on this channel, since I don't have 1,000 subscribers to do super chats yet, you could send a Cash App or a PayPal, and then once that's confirmed to go through, you can ask your question and I'll pause the collective reading and then use another deck of cards or the same cards to answer your question. So just know that that is available for you when you guys need it, okay? All right. Is there anything else that I needed to say? Oh, no bullying me or anybody in the chat or anybody in the comments. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion and their own belief. And so we accept all people here of all types of communities and all types of cultures and all types of everything. We're loving humanity. That's basically what this channel is about. And it's about getting you guys the information that you need so that you can make the best choices that you can in your life. And so you can live your best life. Like, that's what I want for all of you. I want every person on this planet to live their best life, regardless of what they've done. Okay. And so it's all coming from a very unconditionally loving place. But, you know, I feel like you guys are like that too. Like, you want to see people succeed, but, you know, you come from an unconditional place. You just have to understand sometimes the people that you inspire, they may not, like, nobody can like just randomly become unconditionally loving when they have not had either had an experience with God or learned how to do it themselves. Like, just know that if you didn't receive unconditional love from a parent, if it was conditional, like you have to do this, this, and this, or I don't love you type thing, you just have to know that don't blame your parents for what happened, because if they don't know how to unconditionally love, if that's not something that they know how or that their parents gave them, then there's no way that they could give that to you. And so that's something where we have to really, it's loving ourselves. It's like, you have to look at it this way. Well, you don't have to, but it's going to help you to look at it this way. You can look in the mirror and see flaws and not be happy with where you're at in life or what's going on. But you should love yourself anyways. Just like you may not be happy with your child sometimes because they could make mistakes, you know, or not clean up or whatever it is that bugs you, you still unconditionally love them no matter what, because they're your child. Same thing. You want to give that unconditional love to yourself. That means that no matter where you're at in life, no matter what you've done, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, that you're going to love yourself anyways, because that's what God feels for you. That's what the divine realm wants for you. And that's the way that God feels for you, is that unconditional love. And so it's that love, joy, and peace that we're after. And, you know, loving yourself is so important. If you don't know where to start, you can literally start by thinking about somebody you do unconditionally love and holding them in your mind for like 2 or 3 minutes, meditating on that, and then just include yourself. Like, I love my mother unconditionally, no matter what she says or does to trigger me or piss me off. And this is just an example. I love my mother, but I don't have a problem with her. But anyways, this is just an example. Like, I love my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. Even if they trigger me, I am going to love them anyways because I love them. Like, and that's how you then you go, okay. And then I also include myself, which means it doesn't matter what I've been through, doesn't matter, you know, how I feel or perceive the situation about myself, I'm going to love myself anyways. And by doing that, you are healing the world. You're literally being the change in the world rather than seeking the change in the world. By loving yourself, you're showing yourself grace and mercy that God is going to show you. God does not reward us in the way that we deserve. When we commit sins, God lets us get away with shit a lot, like straight up. When people get physical consequences, it's because they've taken for granted universal law and not calculated into universal law that whatever they've done, past, present, or future, could come back to them. That's just the way that this is. It's like Earth School. This is like a learning situation. None of us are perfect. I don't hold anybody to and perfect is a delusion anyways. Like, God is perfect, and that's love, joy, and peace, and bliss, and happiness, and success. And the more that we move our thoughts towards God, by going within, you know, moving upwards, ascending our thoughts, the more that we're going to experience love, joy, and peace. So, you know, God loves you unconditionally, no matter what you do. God will sit, the energy of source will sit around for all eternity, because it's timeless energy, and it will wait for you whenever you're ready to go to it. So there's nobody that's like not that it's just the same thing as some people trying to say that people can't be saved. I don't believe in selling your soul. It's not possible, but you can sell a part of yourself. Some people could have even entered into contracts like that, and they could go to God right now and get freed from it. So like, and the devil doesn't even want souls, so it's just a delusion. But just know that You are loved. Your angels are here for you. Your guides are here for you. I just seen one over my head right here. And they want you to know that choosing to love yourself is going to help you long term. It's going to keep you around so that you can be that light, a beacon of hope to other people. All right, so we're going to work with the Thoth deck to start, because I haven't used it in a minute. And I love the Thoth deck. Like, I used to have a bigger version of it, but the cards were too hard to shuffle when they're like huge. This deck was created by Aleister Crowley, or Crowley, however you want to say his name. And so he was like an occultist and kind of just like a bizarre guy, but a genius as well. And so he created the religion called Thelema or Thelema. I don't know how it's said, but it was really popular like in the past in Hollywood and stuff, like after he created it. And so it involves the tarot system. I really like what he's done with the cards, the pictures. They're all very symbolic, and it's a unique interpretation. And people may say some really nasty stuff about him, but he's one of my spirit guides. I don't think that he's negative. So I think that people's natural state is being positive. Like, that's what I think what's natural. I think anything that's not in alignment with love, joy, and peace is an unnatural thought. So when you can become the observer of what you're thinking instead of the participator in it, do not own your thoughts. If you have a bad thought or a bad feeling, ask yourself some questions about it. What was I thinking about that caused this? What was I doing that caused this? And then what do I need to let go of and release? Because literally, we create our realities with our thoughts and our beliefs and our frequency. And the universe can only match what we give it, what we put out. And if we're putting out, I want this, I want this, I want this, but I'm afraid of this, then we're counteracting our own frequency. And that's why people feel stuck. So just know that if you don't want to keep pulling in the same situations, you have to change your belief system. It's like people that win the lottery and then they get a whole bunch of money, but they don't change their perspective on money, confirmation. And then they end up spending all the money and they're back in the same exact boat all of a sudden. Only this time they have a bunch of expensive stuff that they have to maintain, because it's one thing to get rich. It's another, or to get, what is it? Luxurious. It's another thing to be able to maintain it. This is what I feel like Hollywood people struggle with when they get famous and they get really, really rich. They have to stay rich, and if they go through their money really quickly, then it's going to be harder to stay wealthy, right? If they don't invest it wisely. And so anyways, but yeah, somebody could win the lottery, not change their belief system on money, not change their approach to money, and then end up in the same position that they were before they won the lottery. And so just know that you are the one that's in control of your own life and your own destiny. Nobody else can take that from you. Pleasure. What you guys are doing is pleasing the universe. So it's got to be something good here. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Yeah, like the video, share the content, watch all of the readings, make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff, so that you don't miss out on any updates that Spirit has for you. Because a lot of the times we unveil situations that I would have never looked at this stuff, because I don't sit around pulling cards when I'm not on the internet. So that's why I wrote this book, because it was hard for me to pull cards for myself, because I always wanted to see what I wanted to see. You know what I mean? It's just like desire. But yeah, you guys got this. Whatever you're doing is pleasing God. You guys could be very creative people. You could be into creating a new business idea, or you could be literally just becoming an entrepreneur or thinking about doing that. Whatever this love is that you have for yourself in the world, you could love planting in your garden, like plants and stuff. It's supported, okay? Sometimes people will think that they can't be redeemed or they can't have a good life because of who they were. Like, I don't care. I will tell you that I have been the worst of the worst in other lifetimes. You have to understand that we have lifetimes on both ends of the spectrum, being a Christ-like figure, and Lucifer's not bad, but being like a Lucifer-like figure, being rebellious. And so literally, you have to understand we have both polarities of experiences. So do not hold, if you get past life memories, do not hold that shit accountable. Just heal whatever it is, and then use the knowledge that you have from the past so that you can continue to advance. Don't let it hinder you, because I can promise you, even if you think that you have been the worst of the worst or done the worst things in life, you can seriously be redeemed at any given minute, and it's only us that are judging ourselves, okay? I mean, God is the ultimate judge, but it's basically the universe and spirit and source and that loving vibrational energy, which is not judgmental. So it's really judgment. When people put themselves in their own hells, it's because they're judging themselves and they believe that they deserve to suffer, which I don't think that. I think a lot of good things can come from going through adversity, but I don't think that people deserve it. Knight of Wands. Interesting. This is a very spicy, sexy energy this person has. They're a very fiery person. So I'm wondering if somebody, I don't want to say that they're pleasuring themselves to you, but somebody is associating you with pleasure. Something that you're doing could be stimulating this person sexually. I'm getting that you're drawing in somebody that's very attracted to you, but this person there's something off about them. They like to come and go. Let's just say that. They like to come and go. This person's not like a long-term commitment person. Be aware of any new opportunities coming in. And, the new opportunities are going to be a new frequency. I feel like you release this person from the past. I feel like you releasing whoever this Knight of Wands is, this overly very sexual, very attractive person, is pleasing the universe, okay? I also feel like, there's nothing wrong with hedonism. Hedonism is like, let me get a definition on it. What I think it is people that are obsessed with pleasure. What is the definition of hedonism? The pursuit of pleasure, sensual self-indulgence. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but obviously any ideology that people have is flawed, okay? So you could be dealing with somebody that's a hedonist or hedonist, however that's said. Because again, my phone wouldn't actually tell me. I had to read it. Okay, let's see. Luxury. I was literally talking about this. I was just talking about luxury. Okay, this is your energy, you guys. This is the life you're supposed to be living. I feel like pleasure and luxury are supposed to be, it's in your blood, it's in your DNA. And maybe you've broken free from a generational curse that was keeping you stuck to people that drain your energy or something like that. Let me just ask a question here. So with this situation, what would be the crystal that would be needed? Okay, I get that for this situation, it would be black jade for safety, for feeling safe, and hypersthene for this. Maybe this person's got an incubus. Hypersthene protects you from sex spirits, like whatever sex magic shit is. It'll basically block out that type of energy. And you can get those crystals like really, really cheap. Black jade is black, the word black, and then Jade. And just know that these crystals, if it's not selenite, if it's not this crystal, okay, then it's going to need to be cleared. The best way to clear crystals is with selenite. Selenite is a crystal that never picks up negative energy, that always clears negative energy. It doesn't ever need to be cleansed, cleared, charged, or anything like that. It's like these, it's up there with moldavite in its use, okay? It's like one of the best crystals to have. So yeah, black jade, and then hypersthene is Hyperthene. That's how you spell that one. And that one, I would put that one with a piece of selenite. You can get selenite super cheap. I think hypersthene, all these crystals I'm talking about are very cheap, like $3 or $4. I would get a little baggie, just a little baggie, and put the hypersthene and the selenite together and put it under your mattress, okay, to keep away sex spirits. That way they won't interfere. Yeah, you're showing up as a Princess of Cups, somebody that's very loving, very nurturing, very kind, and very regal. So you're meant to be living some type of life, and I'm wondering why, what is up with this blockage that I'm picking up on, because this person is a straight up a blockage. Like there's some type of blockage. This Knight of Wands energy, they could be keeping you. This is why this person that comes and goes, I don't feel secure with them. That's why Black Jade was coming up. Yeah, this person will lead you to ruin. You just need to be aware that you could be dealing with a narcissist, or this person from the past is a narc, okay? They could also be addicted to sex or drugs or rock and roll or whatever. This is a wild child person. They are the cause of their own suffering, okay? And I'm not judging anybody. Like, seriously, I'm really not judging. I'm just reading the energy for what it is, so that you can have the truth accessible to you. But yeah, this princess energy, this is like, gives me like fairy tale energy. You're supposed to be living some type of it. I'm seeing Cinderella. I don't know if you had an upbringing like Cinderella, but you're supposed to be where there's a bippity boppity boop that's going to come in and transform your life into a life of luxury. That's like literally what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that whoever this person is that was trying to lead you to ruin, they were doing this unconsciously. It's not like they're like, oh, I'm going to screw that person over and sabotage them. No, this person just leads a toxic lifestyle. They're stuck in their ego and they have narcissistic traits. So they're very needy. They need continual external confirmation. And this person does not want to sleep with just one person. They want to be hedonism. Like, oh, you've been trying to send a PayPal payment. You are encountering issues and you can't do Cash App. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your SSN. That's weird. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll have to look at the PayPal. I don't know why that's not working. I had a feeling, though, that it wasn't working. So, no, I get that this person, you know, this person leads people to ruin, whoever they're around and with. This is what I'm literally getting. And so you could be living a whole badass lifetime. Like literally, you could be living a whole like life as a boss. But if you engage with this person, no, because they lead people to ruin unintentionally by like seeking after only pleasure and that type of thing. And so it's like, it's kind of pointless to waste your time with this person. So why are they coming up in the energy spirit? The Lovers, because this person wants you to think that they're your like divine twin flame. No. No. No, they're not. But if you say no to this person that would lead you to ruin, oh, it's on your end. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh, social security number. Yeah, I would not be giving that out to anybody. That's so weird that it would ask for that. Ugh. But yeah, the Lovers, you know, when I look at this card, I also see Cupid at the top right there shooting that little arrow. This person, they feel like living without you is going to be very difficult because they know that you're going to live a luxurious, peaceful, happy life. And so this person, they still want to play games though, whoever they are. Knight of Swords. You're protected from this person though. Like, unless you go back to them, do not move in with this person. Okay? Do not live with this person. I don't think they want to make any type of real commitment here, to be quite honest. They have a very aggressive side. They're a little bit of a monitoring spirit. I feel like this person, you know, they also hang around people that don't mean them any good. These could be work colleagues or something. Just be aware, whoever this narcissist person is, something not good is going to happen to them. And it's literally because they're creating this themselves. So let me ask another question. Is this because of what? Yeah, this is a deceptive person. They could be very in the energy of sorrow right now, feeling sorry for themselves. They put themselves here. I also get that this person has somebody that's competing with them. So just be aware there may be more than one energy that is wanting to, but I do get this person has an aggressive side that they don't show anybody. Maybe they're unstable. I feel like if you walk away from this opportunity, you'll have a real opportunity that comes in, literally. Yeah, because this person can only offer you strife because this is what they vibrate. That's why it would lead you to ruin, but it's not like this person's intentionally trying to do that. It's just their behavior has led them to ruin. I feel like this person is not enlightened in any type of way. And they also feel victimized by their own circumstance. And so they're not taking an active role in creating their reality. And they believe that everything is just, fun and games until it's not fun and games. Like literally, until it, like this person will play you to your fucking face, play in your face, play you to your face with other people, be acting a whole dumbass donkey, literally right to your face. Yeah, you're over here protecting your peace. This is what I'm saying. Like, you deserve a partnership that's peaceful, not one that's of strife and sorrow. And this person, they may be facing some type of legal complication or problem in the future, okay? Because they make bad choices. This could be like them getting a DUI or something other that they do. Yeah, I just heard, yeah. This person engages in stupid shit. They make bad choices and they don't ever do anything that is like protecting themselves. Also, this person wants to live off of somebody. They don't want to be in like a household where it's equal contributing. This person wants to be in a household where the woman does everything or the man does everything, whoever they are. They want that type. I forget what that type of relationship is called, but it's like, old school. Prince of Wands, yeah. This person, they're acting like there's some type of royalty. This person also thinks that they're better than you. This is like a major mistake that they've made by doing this. I tell you what, this person is literally delusional. They think that they're better than you and that they can dominate you in some type of way. You continue to protect your peace from this person, literally. This person is not a prince. They're a fucking frog. This person is a frog that will not turn into a prince. I also get that they could have an aggressive nature that you're unaware of. If you were to move in with them, they would be very toxic. Okay, what else do they need to know, Holy Spirit? I also feel like somebody was taking you for granted, and now that they are starting to wake up and realize that you are not going to play these silly games with them, that now they want to like make a different deal. It's like renege on what they said. You cut them off. You stop talking to them, or you're about to, because you need to protect your peace. If this person can't make any good decisions, that is not your fault, okay? You just need to heal why ever you drew this person into your reality. But as far as them not being able to make good choices, that's kind of on them, They're dangerous for everybody. This person's dangerous for everyone. And they're really, really prideful and conceited. Yeah, they are nobody, exactly. They're prideful and they're conceited. And they think that they're like better than everybody else. And I don't know who told them this, or where this mentality originated from, but no, sir, ma'am, it, they, them. This person is going to be majorly disappointed. And dually, if you continue to engage with them or go back to them or accept their dumbass apology, which is going to be a half-ass, fake-ass apology, because this is a narc you're dealing with. And I'm not trying to label anybody, but that is the energy that this person holds. They carry disappointment. You could realize that when you were in a relationship or talking with this person, a coworker to them, around them in any type of way, that you were experiencing disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Okay. That's why you have to be aware of who you allow into your life and who you allow into your energy and who you open yourself up to. So that you know that you're choosing the things that are in alignment with your highest and best good. Okay. And this person is not in alignment with anyone's highest and best good. They could also have an addiction. It could be to corn. Okay. Look, if you cut this person off and you will have wealth, pleasure, and luxury. Seriously, the lovers and peace. This is like everything that somebody would want. You could have had to cut this person off because they were emotionally or financially draining. Maybe they were being a manipulator with money and trying to hold money over your head. No, absolutely not. People need to stop playing games with other people. I feel like if some people would just mind their own business, then, a lot of drama wouldn't happen. This person wanting to hold some type of money over you or whatever. No. You just gotta say no to some people sometimes. Not everybody is going to be like this, though. This is like, you have to look at why this person came into your reality in the first place. What was it within you that felt like you were going to accept this bum-ass behavior? And if you're dealing with somebody that's, in their early 30s or late 20s or whatever, then they're just super immature right now. They haven't gone through the lessons that they need. That's just going to be for some of you guys, though. For some of you, this person is in their mid-30s to 50s, and if they're in their 50s, I'm sorry, if they haven't gotten their shit together, there's little hope for the future. I mean, I hope that everybody gains enlightenment and seeks the truth and God and stuff. But this person, if they're a grown-ass adult and they're still behaving like a teenager or somebody that's in college, there's something wrong with that. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, when it comes to having a relationship with somebody, you want somebody that is equally yoked. This person is pretending to be a prince while they're still a frog. They haven't gone through any type of transition or change. And so I feel like, all you have to do is understand that where you're headed is going to be a place of love, joy, peace, and success. And if this person has disturbed your peace, you need to look at that. Nobody should be with anybody that is destroying their peace or ruining anything in their lives. All right. And this person, they feel the need to they feel the need to sabotage. For whatever reason, this person feels the need to sabotage themselves and everyone around them. It's like they're bad luck. I mean, they could literally be bad luck, but I'm getting it's more their choices that cause, bad luck things to happen. I also get that your spirit guides are like telling you the warning signs, what to look for with red flags with people. When it comes to this person, everything about them is a freaking red flag. And so this should be a very big learning step with the next new relationships that you have, that if anybody in the future shows you the same exact signs and red flags that this person showed you, then you need to know that there's still something within you that's drawing this type of person into your reality. Once you heal and fix that or release it, whatever, clear it. Once you clear that, it'll wipe the slate clean. And you got to look at your beliefs, okay? It'll wipe the slate clean so that a new opportunity can come in. The pendulum will swing the other way. But like I was saying, if anybody else were to give you red flags like this person has, you need to listen to that. Your intuition and those warning signs, especially, you need to look at too, like, if you guys are family people, if you couldn't if your mother would have a problem with this person, there may be a reason, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you guys, your mothers are intuitive people. Mothers in general are intuitive, and they can always sense things that sometimes we can't see that are right in front of our face. And sometimes, you have to have an elder or somebody that's had more than, 5 or 10 relationships. And I'm not saying everybody's mother has had more than that many relationships, but you just have to, the people that you have as elders are there. They're still alive for a reason. They've survived a bunch of shit. So when it comes to learning about red flags and what to accept and what not to accept, and where you're wanting to go in life, we can look to the people that are still alive, and we can also ask our ancestors. Because your spirit guides want better for you. They want you to have all of everything that I'm talking about, this wealth, this impeccable cutoff game, this peace, this love, this royalty, this luxury, and this pleasure. Okay. And so following your dreams and your wishes for the future is going to bring about this wealth. Okay. If you don't already have it. And just be aware that when you're dealing with people that don't understand your door to value, there's a reason that their eyes are being cloaked from seeing your door to value. Because like, this person doesn't know how to value anybody. They don't love themselves. That's a big issue that they have. This is probably why they can't, they think that the world revolves around them, and it does not. Okay. If your world revolves around you, okay, this person's world revolves around them. Everybody's own world. We share a collective, but then we have our own physical experience, and everything revolves around our thoughts and our beliefs. And so if you believe that you have to accept bum behavior, or that the only thing that you can get in a relationship is somebody that's like this, then those are harmful beliefs, because that will keep drawing in somebody like this. So that's why we have to examine what we're thinking and believing, and ask ourselves, does it serve me to believe this? And like, why is my legs are like burning right now? This person could be burning in their loins. Like, they're so sexual, very fiery energy from them. Yeah, this is about your happiness. You got to choose you, because if you don't choose you, and this person is not choosing them, they're not choosing you or them. If you don't choose you, you're going to miss an opportunity to be a very happy person, to be very wealthy. You know what I mean? And this person could have been unfaithful or untrue or a liar. Okay, point blank, period. They're a manipulator. Most narcissists are. This person feels the need to have, like, and this is why I have a problem with people that are like this, just because I feel like it's shady as hell. This person feels like they need to have a second and third backup plan choice. That means that while they're messing around with you, in their mind, they're thinking, okay, if this doesn't work, because I know I fuck up everything that I do, this is how this person thinks, then what is my backup, my B and my C plan? Okay, that is not cool. Like, you want to be with somebody that is thinking that you are the number one A plan, and is not planning a B or C manipulation. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, that's how this person operates. Like, they always have other people, in the background. What's giving me the energy of? It's giving me the energy of Offset. Like, you don't want to be in this position that Cardi B is in. All right. So you can look at celebrities and learn from their situations, not to engage with people who are like, this person's straight up obsessive with pleasure. They're in the devil. Like, seriously, South Node energy. Yeah. Playing total games with your heart and your emotions. And again, if you were sleeping with this person, that's not cool for them to be having other people, being untrue, having other manipulations, and playing fucking mind games. Like, what the hell? This person is still living in high school in their mind. You have moved on. You want actual happiness. And, the devil doesn't really bring about happiness. That's a delusion. Yeah, the devil brings about interference with where you should be. Well, I shouldn't say should, but where you would be the best, highest potential, the best version of you. And it's not like the devil has this ultimate manipulation plan to stop you guys from success. I do not believe that. I don't believe that there are dark forces trying to keep us from enlightenment. I just believe the devil energy is what the devil energy is. It's low vibrational, it's gossipy, it's super promiscuous, it's into the 7 vices and sins. And that's why the devil is a negative influence, But it doesn't mean that the devil has some type of ulterior motive to stop y'all. I do not believe that, okay? My own personal experience with the devil energy is just people that are greedy, materialistic, stuck in their south node, stuck in their ego, very prideful, and they like to be evil or do low vibrational behaviors or rituals or whatever, okay? And it's just an interference. So you just have to know that this is teaching you a major lesson on how to not be interfered with, how to not let other people's frequency mess with what you have going on. Especially when this person's not coming in to betray you. Like, even though they're narcissists and they have these other options in their mind, they're not aware of their effect on other people. They're not aware that they're a negative influence. This person thinks that they're better than everybody. And that's their problem. Welcome, $30 million baby 34. I love that screen name. That's so dope. Welcome in. I hope you guys are having a really, really, really good day or evening. And yeah, if you're concerned about getting a bad disease, go to the doctor. It's better to go find out rather than to live with something and God forbid you transfer it to anybody else. But yeah, this is why you just, no matter how tempting this devil energy is to mess with when it comes to this person and their temptation, this person's not taking safe practices, not sexually. Knight of Cups, literally. Okay, there is somebody that wants to come in and offer you wise advice. I feel like this person's got other people that are interfering with their frequency. There is somebody that wants to come in and offer you a cup of abundance, a cup of love. This person feels more like, they feel like somebody that, I feel like this person, they know about you through this other person. So maybe this person talks about you to their friend or something. Yeah, just be aware. Okay, you obviously, this person, you don't want to date anybody that this person knows. I'm just going to tell you that right out flat. Because those people that are on the devil time that this person's on, being low vibrational, they're all in the same shit, okay? Like literally and metaphorically. And so this other person that favors you, if they tried to come into your life and make you an offer, they would also take you off of your path of happiness. So just be aware that you don't want to date anybody that knows this person. Because these people don't make good choices. Yeah, Valor, you guys are courageous, you're brave, and you don't have a problem saying no to people, places, and things that are not good for you. You just have to not doubt your intuition. And these people, why they're such a danger to everything is because they like to step on other people to get ahead. They will sacrifice somebody for the sake of getting ahead. This person, yeah, they have a very bad character. And you know this. Your high priestess ability is like telling you that this person's got a bad character. They've got very bad impulsive issues. This person could also be walking around with an undiagnosed mental illness. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anybody. But they need to go to therapy. What this person needs is God. That's why if you really love this person, I mean, I would give unconditional love to everything in creation because it's part of God's creation. But I wouldn't give no special love to this person because they will use that against you. They'll use your own heart against you. That's not cool. You would never do that to this person. You're not sitting around being like trying to take jabs at them. And this person likes to make you feel jealous. Yeah, whatever they're doing is futile. This stupidness, trying to throw you under the bus or take something from you, this person is stupid. Their efforts are going to be futile because you have the high priestess ability. You can sense the truth. You know what I'm talking about is the truth with this person. You can see it. You can see whatever they're doing. And when people show you who they are, believe them, okay? This person likes to wear many masks, and they don't know who they are. This is why they would come in and steal everything from you and then try to destroy you because they don't know who they are. But you know who you are. And so this person's weird. They would definitely interfere okay, with your ability to have peace in your life and to have success. The Fool. And this person's literally so unaware of themselves, it's crazy. Yes, I do think it's possible that this person was doing black magic, but how effective is it? It's only effective if you allow it to be. If you stop loving yourself and start to love this person more than you love yourself, then whatever this devil energy will take hold. But I don't feel like it can do anything to you as long as you use your high priestess ability, literally. That's why it's futile for this person to try to sacrifice you with any Freemason bullshit, any Mormon, whatever these people are, okay? Whatever they are, it's futile to try to sacrifice you. It really is. These people will end up sacrificing themselves, and they don't understand that. But I feel like if there was any black magic manipulation being done, it's weak as fuck. It's weak, and it did not work. If you still are aware of the energy and this person doing this shit, I will tell you right now, it did not work. If you still are able to see who they actually are, it didn't work. It doesn't matter who they conspire with, and it doesn't matter how many people they gang up together to use. It's not going to work, okay? When you're awakened to who you are spiritually, that you will receive the signs, and if you listen to those signs, you will be shown the way. This person ignores the clear signs in front of their face. Yeah, abundance. You're here to be an abundant person. You've always been an abundant person. If you guys are feeling like your abundance was tampered with, it was because you were keeping an open door with these people, with one of these people or two of these people. Okay. And so I feel like literally, maybe even three of them, these people all know each other. I feel like for you to continue to be an abundant person, you have to cut off people that are narcissistic psychic vampires, okay? You just have to ex-nay them out and not put any focus on them. Because this person wants you to dream about them, wants you to think that they're your everything. And no, the devil comes in to steal, kill, and destroy. The devil does this sometimes unknowingly because it's just being low vibrational, and that's the effects that the devil being in the South Node has. Okay, it's low vibrational, which would interfere with your natural abundance. You have to remember who you are. It's like you have always been an abundant person. Okay, when it comes to you being able to get projects done, when it comes to you being able to work, walk your dog, go outside, clean the house, whatever it is, you've always been abundant with being beautiful, blessed. You've always been abundant. And so if you encounter somebody and your abundance starts to go down, then that person maybe, could be trying to live off of you or sacrifice you for abundance. Stupidness. And not to be afraid of that, because obviously, like I said, this person was attempting to do something, but it's failed. Just like everything else in their life, this person has failed. Okay, I'm sorry, but they really have. They're too much into this debaucherous hedonism crap. And there's nothing wrong with being a hedonist. Okay, seeking pleasure, I understand that. I don't disagree with that, but I feel like there's more to life than just sexual pleasure. Ace of Cups. There's an Ace of Cups here for you. This is like having the Holy Grail, and these people know it. You have really good energy. You have an overflowing cup of happiness and love from the universe. When the Ace cards come out, that's something that comes from God. Like you are basically pleasing the Lord by you doing the right thing and loving yourself and putting yourself before this person. You're creating a reality to where you can have whatever you ask for. Strength. Because you're so much stronger than this person. These people hold literally no strength in the spirit. They're very weak to temptation and very weak to this devil energy. These people will make super bad choices at the drop of a dime because they don't know who they are and how to listen to their intuition. They just haven't had a spiritual awakening yet, okay? And they have a lot of unprocessed trauma that they have not worked through. And they don't want to work through it because they're only seeking to please themselves. This person they don't have the same values as you. They don't care about God. They don't care about doing what's right. They don't care about other people. That's a big problem. Yeah, this is going to be a change for you. to devote all of the energy that was devoted to this weirdo to yourself, this is going to make a major change. Like, that is a sign of abundance right there. It's going to be a major change, but you don't need to fear change. Change is going to happen whether we want it to or not, okay? But you can be more in control of the change by choosing to think thoughts that are in alignment with love, joy, and peace, and with harmony. And if this person doesn't fit that role, then they just don't fit that role. And don't blame yourself, but heal whatever part of yourself drew this person in, so that the next person you draw in does not have these traits. And learn from the red flags. When you see somebody behaving like this, see that as a red flag, and I'm not judging anybody that drinks or is debaucherous or in any type of way, but I'm just saying that if people are living a life that is not good for their body, it's not good for their mental health, it's not good for their finances, etc., then see that as a red flag. Oh, welcome in, Heidi 4081 and blessings Y2Z. I love that. I love those screen names. Those are awesome. So yeah, just know that we're not judging these people at all. We're letting them, unconditional love is allowing people to be whatever they want to be, even if that's an asshole. Okay. So it's like, don't judge this person. Don't hold a grudge towards them. Just know that this is a learning situation to where you're going to be able to adapt and change, you know? Yeah, I do feel like this person is in competition. The moon, seriously, debauchery under the moon. It's what this person does at nighttime. I also feel like they could be linked to somebody. It's not like this person's that intelligent. They don't have a lot going for them, but whoever else they talk to is the one that gives them this like ritual or whatever they're doing. So yeah, I feel like this person is after y'all's finances, point blank period. They want to make a change in their finances, and this person believes that to do that, they've got to step on somebody else, get with somebody else in a relationship, and then steal shit from them. This person's a thief, a trickster, a fraud, a liar, a cheater. Yeah, and that's just basically what their actions have been. And they don't plan on changing because they don't think that it's wrong. This person is like acting like they're better than you and that they're like some royalty, something. They're acting like they're the prize, okay? Success. Look, the change that's going to happen for you is success, literally. You're about to gain major success, and just be aware that when you do this, if this person's watching your career, they may want to come in and make a deal with you, get with you all of a sudden. You need to be aware that some people do not mean you any good. They never did. You know who their true, authentic self is, and it's this devil energy. Don't destroy your own future by thinking that this person's going to come in and offer you love. You can love yourself better than this person could love you. They can't even love themselves, or they just won't. And like I was saying at the beginning, we can't hold it against people if they don't understand unconditional love or are able to do that. But this person definitely comes with conditions. Like if you don't meet this, and this condition, but then if you were to put a condition out there, this person would not be able to meet that. So I feel like that would be unequally yoked. Yeah, this person is lazy. They want to come in and steal something from you. Maybe they want to get you fired, get you kicked out of some shit, get you ex-nayed from a community, a home, or whatever. But this person is doing all of this moon magic and manipulation bullshit because they're lazy. Indolence is another word for lazy. They don't want to have to do the work. This person does not want to have to do any work. They want you to do the work, and then they want to just come in and sit in your throne. No, absolutely not. When you have worked your ass off to get to where you are, do not allow this fool to come in and be a lazy good for nothing and push you out of something that you're already being successful in. And if you feel like you're having a hard time being successful, stop involving this person in whatever you do. Don't tell them your business. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't tell them your projects. Don't tell them where you're going. Don't tell them where you work for sure. Don't tell them where you live. Keep everything close to your chest at this time, and don't tell it to social media. Don't tell it to this person, and don't tell it to this person's family or anybody else that knows them. Keep it close to your heart, because it's important for you not to reveal your gold to this thief. All right. Yeah, because they will want to come in and dominate you. And I get that this narc is extremely domestically violently abusive, okay? And that's the cycle that would begin. And you guys can avoid a lot of tragedy just by saying no and minding your own business. You know, I was in a situation where I was married for like, I don't know, maybe 9 years or something. It was a very domestic violence-y situation, okay? And I kept forgiving and forgiving and forgiving because I was like, stupid. I forgive myself though, but I would keep forgiving this person and then they would continue to put their hands on me. So again, you don't want to get stuck in a situation with somebody where they're becoming like, and we already picked up this person's aggressive. Let's get the likes up, you guys. They're aggressive and they're violent, okay? So when they don't get what they want, they will go right to trying to force it, okay? Damn, that's sad. Yeah, this person may want to come in and ask for a truce with you. I feel like if you were to make a compromise with this person, they would not keep their end of the bargain. If this truce is like, oh, let's work together on something, no. Okay, because literally, like I said, a truce is at least two people coming in to make an equal ground, and this person would not do that. They would say that they would do that, but then they would straight up backdoor you and betray you. So I don't believe in this truceful energy. I don't think that it's not possible that you can have a truce with people. I just think that these people, they're not going to come in on no truce. They may come in waving a white flag saying that they want truce, but they're a whole Trojan fucking horse, okay, coming in with the waving the Trojan horse shit, waiting until you let them into your gates so they can release all the soldiers upon you. Absolutely not, okay? So just know that this truce energy is bullshit. I would not believe it. Especially if this person, like the moment that you detach from them, their energy is going to start to dissipate, and this person is straight up after your gold, after your lucky charms, your wealth, a home, a property, a job, finances, resources. They don't believe that they can make their own resources. Delusional, okay? Or lazy. That's another word that you could use for that. Narcissists, sometimes they are lazy, you know? Everybody's different. But yeah, this person will definitely destroy your peace. So you just have to be very, very aware of that. The universe. Yeah, you are co-creating with the universe. The universe has the ability to bring you change, success, everything that you can adapt to in an easy way. It doesn't have to come in as big bang hardcore lessons. This person is a hardcore lesson, okay? But you can learn so many things about red flags from this situation, you know, so that you don't ever fall into that again. And not like you fell into it, but however you knew this person, they were doing something to try to take advantage of you. And that's what they've always had planned. This person never had any good intentions. They don't even have good intentions for themselves. Yeah, this person's going to be very worried about you moving on and gaining a bright future because you're not going to accept a truce with them, because that would be dumb. It would just be a bad choice. I shouldn't say dumb, but it would be a bad choice to make. One that you would be like, why did I do that? You know? So you guys are the intuitive ones. You have the ability to be intuitive about this situation. And just know, you guys, that if you have a personal question, I do have a Cash App that's in the description box below. But I think I do have PayPal. You can send me a $20 donation and I'll pause the collective reading and answer your question. I also have another platform called ASTRAEA Love, ASTRAEA, second word love, LOVE. And on that channel, you can send me a $20 super chat and I will pause the collective reading and answer your question. But I am reading the collective energy, so there's going to be still messages in here for you. All right, Spirit, what do they need to know moving forward when it comes to this situation and this person and the people that they know? Guard your finances, okay? You're co-creating with the universe to create something much bigger than what you could even perceive now. Guard your finances, guard your wealth, keep your cards close to your chest. Don't reveal what you're working on. Don't reveal what you're doing. Don't reveal where you are, okay? Not to this person. And trust in your gut feeling when it comes to the signs that the universe gives you, because a sign The moment that you reach enlightenment and success and this happiness, valor, high priestess, abundance, ace of cups, strength, wealth, by you cutting this person off, queen of swords, the lovers, princess of cups, luxury, pleasure, like that's the energy for you, as long as you don't allow the devil in. And I'm not labeling this person the devil, but they're in devil behavior. Look, lust is what just fell out. Like I said, this is a very lusty person. They're stuck in that sin. They don't want just one partner. And they could be very worried that they cannot energy harvest off of you with this lustful energy anymore. Oh, well, this little man baby or woman baby, whatever it is, needs to grow up. Because the universe has got your back, literally. Whatever you choose, the universe will back you. But this person was a lesson. They are a lesson. They're teaching you what you don't want, what you don't need, and what you can avoid. And when you heal whatever it was within you that drew this person in, or this type of person in, then you will not experience it again. If it's a big issue that needs you to release the beliefs multiple times, this is why I suggest that you get the book, The Truth of God. It's got the mind technique in it, okay? One of many techniques that you can use to get rid of beliefs that are no longer serving you. But yeah, you got to release whatever feelings towards this person as well, because they were fabricated. This lustful energy is not love, you guys. You have to understand that lust is a different thing than love. Lust is a sexual energy. It's an attractive energy. It's a chemistry energy, but it's not love. Love would cause this person to care, okay? And this person does not care about you. They don't care about your welfare, your well-being, your wealth. They care about getting their hands on it, but they don't care about you. That's a problem, okay? Especially if you want to have a healthy relationship with somebody. I feel like the world is about to bring you everything that you've asked for if you don't go down this I don't want to call it sinful road, but lust is one of the 7 deadly sins. Pride is also a sin. That's the most deadly. Yeah, this lust is oppression. It's sex manipulation, sex work, or not sex work, but sex magic. It could be sex work, sex manipulation. This is oppression. It's using lust in an oppressive way. That would be not beneficial. Okay. It's like this person would oppress your life, and you don't need to enter into bondage. What for? Like when you've already done all the work to get free of this situation, going back to it, whoever this person is, they're oppressive. Yeah, this is a new aeon for you. It's a new time. It's a brand new time. It's the time of this person being able to sacrifice your energy by harvesting it through having sex or connecting with you in whatever way. That is over. You call your energy and your power back to you. Remember, these weirdo vampire narc people, not to judge them or label them, but that's how they're showing up in their reading. These people are fucking around with your energy. It's your energy. It was never these people's energy. So when you call it your energy and your power back to you, these people are going to be like, wait, because they're trying to hold on to a piece of you that is you. It's not theirs. They can't possess you like an object. This is not the 1800s where you can like buy and sell a woman like a slave. I mean, there are probably extreme circumstances where that's still done, but this is not one of those situations. Yeah, this person could think that why they don't want to commit to you is because you're too much of a prude. Maybe you don't want to have threesomes or whatever. I don't get that you're a prude. I just get that this new energy, this new aeon for you, you're going to be preserving your own energy and respecting yourself and respecting your body and making sure that you are healthy sexually and emotionally. And, somebody may label that as prude, but that's just their projection because they don't know how to fucking control themselves, for one. And that's not your problem. You gaining control over that, it's the counteractive to the lust energy. And so prudence energy is not negative. All right. Let me get a definition on the word though. Definition of the word prudence. The quality of being prudent or cautious, exercising prudence in such important matters, being cautious. This is why in this new aeon, this new time frame for you, you're going to be more cautious of people, okay? Queen of Wands. This person's connected to some type of witch. I will tell you that right now. This witch is wanting to oppress this person with lust, and they want to get you out of the way. And I feel like anything that this dumb person does to try to oppress this other person, this energy, or you, it's all going to work out for your benefit, basically. So it doesn't matter what they do. But yeah, there was somebody else playing in the energy, and I had picked up on that. I was just like, we'll see if they come out. The Tower, this Queen of Wands could be sending you a lot of evil eye. Cancel and rebuke them. Just say, I cancel and rebuke any soul contracts with any karmic people. I cancel and rebuke the evil eye. And I ask that my guides and angels and higher self, I call forward to block out this energy and these people, and I cancel and rebuke any witchcraft covenants or contracts in my bloodline or that's been created, or any type of vows or agreements that I have been coerced into or that have been made without my consent, okay? And I call my energy and my power back to me. And I protect my energy. I want you to feel safe in your environment. That's why releasing the beliefs that cause this situation is so important, so that you can feel safe. So you're not sitting around believing that you are not safe and that somebody is after you. Regardless of whether somebody's after you or not, it's how you protect yourself by staying up on your spiritual hygiene, by cleansing, by going within is probably the most powerful thing. Getting the truth of God, transitioning into your higher self. That's going to break you free of any type of manipulation. And you'll gain control over your thoughts, much more so that you can start choosing to think things that are in alignment with your highest and best good. Yeah, it's just like creating an adjustment. This person's going to have a negative adjustment in their finances, and you're going to have a positive adjustment in everything, literally. I feel like a lot of good things are on their way, so do not lose hope, and do not feel like you are missing out, because the only thing you're missing out on is being dragged through the mud by this person and whatever karmic hoe bag they're sleeping with, okay? This witch person. Y'all could avoid this person completely and be just fine. Ace of Swords, because you're protected. Like I said, as you go through this ascension and awakening, you are divinely protected. That is protection from God. Who is going to remove the protection that God put over your life? No one. It's not possible. Even if this person does all sorts of different things, and doesn't matter who they team up with, they cannot remove protection that God gave you. And remember, these people have empty voids inside of them. Literally, they have empty voids inside of them, and they cannot, no matter how much sex, drugs, whatever they're using, alcohol, they can't fill the void inside of them. This is a problem that they're having because they are focused only on materialism and very greedy, very needy. This person would be very cruel to you. They've already been cruel to you. Both of these people. I think this Queen of Wands and this Knight of Wands deserve each other, to be quite honest. Because sending the evil eye curse is one of the curses that can actually kill somebody. I mean, it can't really kill somebody like me or like you that is an alien, has alien in their DNA, but other mortal humans, like, it could take them out. So it's better just to avoid these people, or it's easier, I should say. Either way, God was going to allow this situation to occur so that you could learn that you are protected, that you are safe, and that you know you can protect yourself. Satiety. Like I said, these people want to be, they're vampires. They want to be satiated off of your energy by cruelly abusing you, okay? Being sadistic. Definition of the word satiety. The feeling or state of being sated. Okay, well, that's a stupid description. Let me, yeah, satiety. Let's see. Synonym. Fullness, repletion, and satisfaction. They would be satisfied with taking something from you. No, don't let them do that. All right, what else do they need to know before we go? Holy Spirit, is there anything else that's of importance about this situation? Love yourself. Go within, meditate. Ask yourself why this person came into your life. What are they here to teach you so you can forgive them and release them? Prince of Discs. This person wants to come in and financially destroy something. Like that's the effect that they would have. I don't feel like they're going to be successful at this. Okay. These people are weird. Yeah, I don't feel like they're going to be successful at this. It's basically, when the futile card came out, I'm not joking, it's pointless. For these people to do any type of magic or manipulation or try to send a lever in or try to trick you, because you're protected, because you're going through an upgrade, because you're choosing you and doing the right thing, you're not going to like be affected by these people. You're just not the vibration that they think you are. That's literally what this is. Prince of Swords, monitoring ass spirit. This person wanted to puppet you. And if they would have started abusing you straight up, if you would have let them live with you or whatever, this person would have started being really abusive in every type of way. And you would have missed the good time of your life, like the good time of you being a peaceful person. Yeah, Princess of Discs. See how she's using a pendulum? You just need to be this person using your discernment, and that's going to keep you safe. This is what will keep you protected, okay? Literally, is you using your discernment with people, trusting the first impression that you get off of people, and not following the crowd, not following what everybody else thinks or says. Like, it's just like the same thing your parent would say, like, oh, if Susie jumped off a bridge, would you do that too? Think of it that way. This person is ruining their body, okay? Yeah, and they think that there's some type of science to being able to take something from you. Stupid. You can't take something that God gave. God gave you this protection, this abundance, this love, this energy, this intuition, all of these gifts, beauty, happiness, peace. God gave you things that money cannot buy, but you're going to also have money and luxury and wealth and be able to afford really nice things, go on vacations, take trips. You just got to take care of yourself and know that anybody that wants to come in and be counterproductive to what you're moving towards is somebody you don't need in your life. Princess of Swords, because like you may have to defend yourself from this person, and if you just walk away, then you won't have to defend yourself, literally. And if this person tries to coax you into an argument, ignore they dumbass, block them. Sometimes you just have to shut the door, and that is what gives you the victory, is just by closing the door. It closes out a cycle. Look, you're going to get the victory if you walk away. And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. That means everything will go in your favor. I feel like these people know this, and that's why they want to latch onto you and attach to you at this time. But yeah, you just need to use your discernment when it comes to them. The Chariot, because these people are being watched by some type of police energy, all right? They're being monitored. As much as they want to monitor you and do stupid things, they're being watched. It's crazy. They're going to give up, though. The Hermit, this person thought that they successfully isolated you, and that's where they got things really twisted. Them thinking that you're all alone, helpless and needy, and literally depleted without this person, delusions, like a straight up, you being in hermit mode and disconnecting from people, places, and things that don't mean you any good has saved your life. Like, it also made you stronger, and it's given you the ability to have this Wheel of Fortune, where had you been connected to people like this and whoever they're connected to, the Wheel of Fortune would not, God's not going to give you a blessing if you have bad people in, and I'm not saying that these people are bad, but just, it is what it is. If you have somebody that's not good for you in your life, okay, God's not going to give you a blessing that's meant for you if if your higher power knows that this person will just take it away or destroy it. And if you already have a blessing that was given to you, you're trusted with it. And if this person comes in to try to destroy it, then that's a lesson you just have to learn. But yeah, as far as this Wheel of Fortune, had you not gone within and found your own inner light and healed and, be willing to release this person and pattern, the Wheel of Fortune would not have come to you, because it would have been wasted. And it doesn't need to go to these people, okay, that conspire together. Yeah, because you're working on something that's divine and beautiful, and it's going to be miraculous. It's going to help other people ascend and awaken to who they are, and it could be very inspirational. You could be an artist, you could be somebody in the industry, you could be a business person, whatever this is. You could be into humanitarianism, philanthropy, whatever this is that you're into. Continue to pursue it, what your passions are. Okay, it's going to lead you to gain and success. That is gain right there. And let these people think that you're a Queen of Cups, weak little, bashful, shy person that can't stick up for yourself. Let these people misread the situation and not know a damn thing about you. Like, for real. Let them think whatever they want. Because what's going to happen is there's going to be some very swift action when it comes to you being delivered from this person. It may even come from a police energy. These people have got a lot of bad karma following them. So there's going to be some very, very swift action that takes place. You're going to have an Ace of Discs, which is an Ace of Pentacles coming from God, support from God. So who are these worldly people to try to strip you of anything? Who the fuck do they think they are, literally? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Love. Yeah, love and an Ace of Money. That's like getting everything that you want. Literally. Queen of Discs, Lilith energy. That's you getting everything. Lilith would not submit to Adam. So they had a real big fight about that. Okay. You're not going to submit to this stupid person. Okay. Wow. Why did those just fall out and flip in the reverse? The Ace of Wands and the Magician in the reverse. Whatever these people are trying to do with black magic, it's backfiring. It's in the reverse. It's not working. And it's not going to work. Okay, what else do we need to know? And then we'll go. Your virtue is what's going to set you free. You doing the right thing by yourself, honoring the love that God has given you, and not throwing your blessings away to a fool. Empress, because you're a divine being. You're the highest ranked card out here yet. Okay. You have divine feminine energy, a very nurturing energy. This is why these losers that do not possess this energy want it. But you've completed a cycle with them. So it's time to say no. It's time to walk away. And just know that by you doing that, you're creating a future that you can actually have what you want, because you would never get what you want with this person. Like, literally, they think that they're the emperor, but they are not the emperor. They're not your emperor, and they ain't no emperor at all. This person's a Knight of Wands. And whoever they're with, they equally deserve each other. So just know that whoever this person's third-party hoe that's sending you the evil eye to try to oppress you and fuck with your finances, as long as you don't engage with these people, you will avoid a tragedy. And these people are tragic because they cause their own suffering. Like, literally. And you're completing a cycle, which means that you're going to have the opportunity to draw in a new experience, which could be somebody that enriches your life and makes your life better rather than interferes with it through being low vibrational and causing only disappointment. You just have to remember who you were before you met this person, and before they messed with your mind, trying to mind control you, and before they messed with your heart. Okay? That you were successful, happy, abundant, peaceful, all of that without this person. Then when somebody like that's destructive like this comes into your life, then you have to, and things go downhill, you have to take personal accountability and look to why that is, and then learn the lesson the first time so you don't have to keep repeating it. So, and releasing the beliefs and asking yourself, what are those beliefs? And then allowing yourself to detach from that and go, I'm going to think something else. And affirmations are a great way to start putting the energy in a different direction. I would be affirming, I am sexually safe, I am physically safe, I am emotionally safe, and I detach myself from people, places, and things that don't mean me any good. And even if there's some people here that you didn't know them personally, you can still ex-nay them out of your energy, literally. Don't think that you're being prude by not engaged. Like these are the type of people that try to make like debauchery and screwing people over and sin and sex and everything like that look like it's so good that you're missing out if you don't engage in it. The only thing you'd be missing out in is probably a STD if you don't engage with this shit. I'm serious. These people have a lot of bad karma coming to them, not just because of the way they treated you, but because of the way they treat themselves and everyone else. And you will be a happy, successful, loved person with or without them, but you won't have to go through a bunch of trauma by you just sidestepping this situation. So don't tell your business to these people. Keep your cards close to your chest. Don't tell these people where you work, okay? Because they're already trying to do something to get you fired, and that's stupid as hell, okay? Again, when you're dealing with people that want to take your place, you have to understand that that's not natural, all right? So for those of you that want to learn to read your own tarot cards, I have written a book. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. The link to this book is in the description box below. It's got different tarot card spreads for each of the major arcana cards. And so basically, you'll go through each of the major arcana cards, learn about the card, and then you'll use the Rider-Waite deck. This is the original tarot, the Rider-Waite. And it's like $6 or $7 and maybe even cheaper on Temu. So you get that deck, basically, use it with this book, and you will start being able to read your own energy. You'll understand things about yourself. For example, the Death Tarot card spell. This is just the spell part. This is to bring about appropriate endings and much needed change. That would be a great one to use with this person, you know? Yeah, and like the way that this is structured, I invoke, draw in, and evoke, draw out the horseman of death to bring about proper endings in the areas of said person, said situation. Okay, closing the cycle, endings, you know, and you just basically name the areas of your life that you want destroyed or ended so you can move forward. I am ready to let go of these people, places, and things, and I give this situation as a sacrifice to the horseman of death. Thank you for killing any weapons that formed against me, and thank you for not allowing them to prosper. So that is this book, okay? Get it when you guys are ready to. This book is the one that I was talking about with all of the techniques in it, how to shift into your God self, your God conscious self, so you can see things from a bigger picture, which gets you out of the psychic realm, because I've always been psychic, but have I always had a strong connection to my higher self, God source? No, not always, because I thought it was something outside of me. And so this book will teach you how to, the mind technique teaches you how to get rid of thoughts and beliefs, so you're using your mind as a tool rather than your mind using you as a tool. And then the God technique shifts you into your higher self. And the joy versus anger technique helps you develop a yes and no answering system with your higher self so that you can ask immediate questions, yes and no, and get an answer back. And there's so many other good things in here, like what are we choosing, expectations and control, creating boxes, beliefs colorize our creation, you are not your body. There's so many different things in here that are going to just help you be clear and progress. Okay, so I suggest that you get this book, develop that yes and no answering system. Then when you get this book and you're reading your own cards, you can ask additional questions and get an immediate answer back so that you are not led astray. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. Peace be with you. I pray for you. I wish the best for you guys. I want you guys to come to a perfect resolution with this situation and release whatever you need to release so that you can have everything that we saw today, because you guys are more than worthy of it. You're more than deserving, and you're already in a position to be successful. So keep going, you guys. Keep working on your projects, keep loving yourself, and keep devoting time to you just like being there for yourself, whether it's taking a spiritual bath, you know, reading a book, taking some time to meditate, taking a nap, going out in nature and walking, doing yoga. All of these things will help, but you got to change the core belief system that you have about yourself and your life. Like, you don't have to, but it will help you to reprogram yourself for success and happiness and wealth. And so that you can feel safe to draw in a new experience. Because I, for one, know how traumatizing it can be to be messed over by somebody and betrayed and to be attacked by somebody. And so it can be hard to open up again. But literally, if you release the past situation and forgive them, because again, they're hedonistic, they're operating from pleasure, 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 pleasure. Like, that's what they're seeking. They're unintentionally being a negative influence. And even though they are narcissistic and not being a good person, that's still not your fault. So don't punish yourself by thinking that you can only draw in people like this. That's why changing your belief system about everything when it comes to you and learning who you are spiritually is going to empower you to stand in your power and to easily say no to people, places, and things that don't serve you. All right. And I believe that you can do this. I believe that you can read your own cards if you want to. I believe that you can do every technique in this book. I know it because I've done every technique in this book many times. It saved my life. When I was being attacked by stupid spirits and people being weird, the God technique got me out of it. And so that's one thing that I am so grateful for. This is why it is an answer. You use a tool until you don't need the tool anymore. Okay. All right, you guys. I love you so much. Peace be with you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.